What's up? It's your girl Rhea. If you're watching right now, that means you're taking a seat, relaxing, and you're kicking it with me. I am so happy to be back. Happy New Year. This is season 4 of Kick It with Rhea. I'm officially back, y'all. And I know, last year I said I was coming back, but a lot of stuff happened. And I'm actually going to go ahead and go over what happened in 2022 and how I ended up not being able to walk, not being able to sit, in physical therapy, just a hot mess, mentally, physically. Yeah, so let's get into it. Where have I been? All right, let's start with the beginning of 2022, specifically my 29th birthday. So for my 29th birthday, my friend Jazz planned a trip for Niagara Falls, New York. I never been there. We wanted to go to the Canada side, but I couldn't get my passport in time, so we ended up in the New York side. So, we had dinners, we did some sightseeing, we had, some fun time. I loved it. So what happened, though, this is how I ended up being jacked up. We were supposed to go to the spa. Now, all the spas were booked. So we ended up going to the spa in the mall, which was like a big mistake. We went for like an hour, I believe, at the spa. And, something told me beforehand to move my face mask a little down, like off my nose, and I'm glad, because I would have suffocated the way that I was on this table. So when I was laying there getting the massage, you're used to, the people rubbing you and everything. No, this man was literally like this on my back, like the whole time, literally punching my back. My friend Jess, she heard, but she didn't know it was me. But she was like, once we got up, she was like, I heard somebody like getting beat up. I said, that was me. He was literally like this on my back, extra hard, from my back, my legs, my feet. And then he took the bottom of my foot and he did like this mega punch at the bottom of my foot. When he did that, I felt a jolt, literally felt a jolt from my feet to the top of my head. Once I was done this massage, I literally got up like this off the table, like I could barely move. And I know everybody's like, well, why didn't you speak up? Why? Listen, I have anxiety and I didn't want no confrontation. I didn't know, but I learned my lesson now to speak up, because it put me in such a long process, like, and I'm so mad that I'm pissed that I didn't say something, but it is what it is. So then we went back to the hotel, and I'm looking at my legs and my feet, and they're red. They're bloodshot red, and they're swollen. And I'm like, I could barely walk. So we decided to just stay in and went to bed. Woke up the next morning, and it was time to leave, and I couldn't walk. I couldn't walk. I had to like shuffle, do a little shuffle to the car, and Jazz had to bring the rest of the stuff to the car. And I'm just like, what did this man do? Got home, and I thought, give it a couple of days. No, I could barely shower. I couldn't stand in the shower. Thankfully, we have like this little bar, because I had to hold on to the bar. I could not stand. I couldn't walk. It was like unbearable pain. It felt like the nerves at the bottom of my foot was like raw and exposed. So I decided after about a week that, okay, this is still happening. I need to go to the doctor. So I think the first doctor I went to was vascular. And when I went to vascular, they checked my legs, and they were like, well, it's not a vascular problem that is causing the swelling. And they were like, maybe you should try ortho. So I'm like, okay. So I called ortho, scheduled an appointment, and they decided to give me an x-ray on my ankles. I was like, huh? I was like, I'm having an issue from like my back all the way down to my feet. They was like, well, we can only do little at a time. We're going to give you an x-ray on your ankles. And I'm like, okay. So I got the x-ray. Of course, it showed nothing because I have no broken bones. And the doctor decides to give me a boot. A boot for one foot. Mind you, I can't walk with both. The doctor gave me a boot for one foot with no crutches. So this boot is elevating my foot, and I have to press down on the other foot. It was putting so much pressure on my foot. I took the boot off. I was like, I can't do this. And y'all couldn't give me no crutches. It was too much. I went to a foot doctor. Went to the foot doctor. Foot doctor was like, oh, well, maybe it's plantar fasciitis that just got inflamed from being hit. And I'm like, I don't think so. I had plantar fasciitis before, and this is not it. This is something different. The doctor was like, well, all I can do basically is give you some inserts for your feet and refer you to therapy. I went to physical therapy for my feet. I met some great people there. The drivers were amazing. They were like my little family. Like, I really messed with them. They my homies. But I went there for my feet, and I kept feeling like this is not doing anything at all for me. So then I went to another doctor, and I went to a neurologist. When I went to a neurologist, mind you, I could barely walk. So I'm like this in the office. The doctor's like, well, I see that the foot doctor was basically saying plantar fasciitis. I think that maybe it is that. I'm like, sir, it's from my back on down. I could barely walk. And my legs swell. My legs swelled every time I was walking. The doctor was like, well, I can give you an x-ray on your back and physical therapy. And I'm like, an x-ray not going to show nothing. I have no broken bones. I should get an MRI. He said no. I got the x-ray on my back. It showed nothing. And then I went into physical therapy for my back. Now, mind you, I asked the doctor, can I do physical therapy for the feet and the back since they're both are injured? Because the same doctor didn't give me the request, I couldn't. So the foot therapy had to stop. I ended up in therapy for the back only. And I met a few people in the physical therapy that was like rotating in and out of the facility. One guy was like, I felt like your back is sort of like mangled, so we need to like separate. So he like yanked my legs and everything. When he did that, I got some relief. I'm gonna see if I could like insert the video somewhere, but like I got some relief, and I was able to walk a little more, and it felt a little less exposed at the bottom of my feet. So I was so grateful for that. But I still had pain, but this time the pain was more like welting in my back, in my lower back area to like my buttocks. So continue physical therapy, and then I went to a spine specialist. The spine specialist was like, well, let's give you an MRI, because how are we ever going to figure out what it is if you don't have an MRI? And I was like, thank you, lady. Thank you. So I got referred to get an MRI. That took like 2 months to happen anyway. Got the MRI, and it showed like some arthritis and wear and tear at my lower back. But it still didn't quite give an answer of what happened during this spa session that caused me to not be able to walk and to keep getting swelling. We don't know. But I was in such a bad mental space because I couldn't dance. I couldn't skate. I couldn't do any of the things I loved and enjoyed. I was sitting all day. I was laying in the bed all day. And every time I heard music, I was crying. There were times my mom caught me in the room just sitting here listening to music, just bawling my eyes out because I'm like, I can't dance. I was like, God gave me this gift to dance, and I never did it. And now look, it's being taken away. And I was like, please, I promise, if everything goes right, when I heal, I'm gonna dance my butt off. I'm gonna use my feet. I'm gonna use my legs. I'm gonna do a bunch of different stuff. And yeah, I was pleading, okay? And shout out to my friends, because I was in a really dark place and they helped me down, especially when like the doctors were really like giving me the runaround. I appreciate you. I appreciate my friends. I appreciate y'all. But after the physical therapy and the MRI, I started to slowly get better. I started to be able to walk more better without shoes and with shoes. My back and stuff was starting to like ease up, and I didn't have to, because before I was like on my knees, like leaning forward to sit, because I couldn't really sit down like I am now, as y'all can see. So I am getting better. But yeah, it was a really stressful time, and YouTube was far from my mind. I was just in such a rut. But now it is a new year, 2023, and a update now. I can walk. My feet still hurt from time to time, but it's much manageable. I went from like a 10 in pain to now I'm at a constant like 2, 3, which I'm not complaining. My feet, my back, cool. My mental health is at 100, is nice and popping. Positivity, I have been feeling so great about this year, and I'm so excited about all the things that are coming with Kick It with Rhea, with my TikTok, with my Instagram. It's just so many things that I have in store that I'm excited about. So yeah, let's talk about where Kick It with Rhea is heading. Kick It with Rhea is still going to be the same. You're still going to get vlogs, unboxings, the chit chat with my friends, and the dance videos. But I also am adding some new segments, like my mental health segment, which is To Those Who Need Love, which is something I've been working on since high school, and I'm excited about because I'm someone that deals with mental health, and I feel like what I'm learning in therapy and stuff, I can share with you guys and help the best I can, and just shed a light and break the stigma of mental health. I also might be adding gaming. Might be adding a little gaming because I am a simmer, soooo, and I'm all about that game life. So I can't wait for that. That might be coming a little later in the year. But for now, if you do like if you do like The Sims 4 and you do like gaming, you can follow me on my gaming TikTok, which is RialityTv, and I go live on there and stream my game. So that's a little plug I had to add in there. But yeah, guys, I'm excited about this new season of Kick It with Rhea, season 4. We're coming back and better than ever. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell button to make sure that you're notified when I release these videos. And there's going to be so many more new videos that I can't wait for y'all to see. So get excited. But really, thank y'all for kicking it with me, and I love you guys so much.